It's for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
It's time to play number 2 tonight between West Fargo and Fargo Davies. The girls, well, West Fargo won 70-49, so the Packers will try to earn the sweep of Fargo Davies here tonight from West Fargo High School. I'm Chase alongside with Nick Napier. Thank you very much for tuning in here on your live event for EDC Boys Basketball, where tonight it's the number 2 rated West Fargo Packers at 4-0 on the season, head coached by Anna Polcheski, going up against the 3rd rated Fargo Davies Eagles at 3-1 on the year. The last meeting went to overtime back on February 5th of this year. Davies won 105-101. 3 or more Eagles scored in double figures, in actually over 20 points. Latrell Davis had 29 points. He's at Bismarck State College. Ian Baker had 24 points. And Owen Heckner, who was at MSUM, had a double-double of 20 and 11. For West Fargo, led by Carson Hagerly with 36 points and 15 made field goals. Brett Limke had 15 points, and Carter Barrica, the senior athlete of the year in the EDC, finished with 14 points in the loss for West Fargo. Last win for the Packers, December 22nd of 2020. They beat the Eagles at Davies 77-68. This is our Irie Insurance, a pregame show. Coming up next for all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. Coming up next, we'll sit down with both head coaches. We'll hear from Bart Manson and we'll hear from Adam Polcheski. That's to come here on your live event.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. with employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
With us now is West Fargo head coach, that's Adam Palczewski, as we transition from the girls game to the boys game, also a top 5 matchup here in EDC basketball. And Adam, first and foremost, happy holidays. And I'm sure it's nice to finally have your home opener. It's the 5th game of the season. It comes here tonight against Fargo Davies, but maybe a little Christmas treat for you here, Adam, before the holiday break.
Yeah, well, the Christmas treat would be if we get a W tonight. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's nice to be in our home gym. A lot of road trips, some tough ones, even over on the cross river at Moorhead, Devils Lake. And then we had a tough one against North. So it's nice to be home in the friendly confines.
Then one thing about your squad here, Adam, is you got a number of seniors. We'll get to them in a second, but you mentioned Fargo North from the Spartan Dome. Back and forth affair. One of the seniors, Brett Limke, able to get some threes off in that game 6 against Fargo North. You hang on by a point. What'd you learn about a very good North club who made the state tournament from last year and brought a number of guys back from last year's state tournament appearance team?
We kind of knew what they would do. They're a skilled group. They can all shoot it pretty decently. They're a little bit sketchy on how consistent they are on shooting, but they can shoot it. And we turn the ball over too many times. That was our biggest issue. And on my side of it, there are some things that I didn't communicate well enough to my guys at halftime. So we made some mental mistakes, and that was on me. So I hopefully have that straightened out, and our guys are a little more clear on what we need defensively.
The one thing with your squad, you got a number of seniors. Some of them were part of that rotation in last year's state championship team. Others maybe were on the bench. They're getting their first varsity experience as a starter, or maybe coming off the bench now, Adam. I know we've talked a lot in the past about a Brett Limke or alongside with the Hagerly, but give us some of the other seniors that are playing their role well, or just athletes. I look at Parker Nelson. I just look at him as an athletic guy who can do a lot of things for a basketball team.
Yeah, Parker Nelson might be the most underrated player in the whole league. He's an outstanding defensive player. He can guard anybody. He's only 6 feet tall, and if you're 6'8", it doesn't matter. He'll still guard you because he's just tough. He weighs 195 pounds. He's just ripped out of his mind. So good for him. He's really good. Zepeda's a great defensive player too that can make some shots. Carlson had a great summer and has developed a lot over the course of the last couple of years. Jaden Grefstrud, kind of our glue guy. He's the guy that makes us go. He holds us together when things get a little tough. He's always talking, always helping everyone out. And then the new guy, Fode Sharif, he's had a great first 4 games. This is his first year at West Fargo High School. So we're obviously happy to have him. And he's just been getting better in gaps, just jumping better and better all the time. So it's nice to have a kid that's new, that doesn't think he knows everything. He's humble. He listens to coaching. And he just wants to get better and help his team win.
And it doesn't get any easier tonight with Fargo Davies, as you mentioned, coming in earlier here, Adam. You look at Fargo Davies, a really good backcourt, obviously, with Ian Machenbaker. You got Mason Claybo. Those two are garnering a lot of the headlines. But what are you going to see tonight from a Bart Manson Eagle team here?
They space the court very nicely, as they always have. Bart's teams are probably the best at spacing the court in the entire league. So you give those two guys that you mentioned space, they can make a lot of plays individually. So we're hoping to just stay in front of them, keep them from getting to the basket too often, make them throw it to some other guys who then have to make a play. And if those guys do make plays, then we'll live with that. But at least control what we can control.
Final thing for you, mentioned about the turnovers against Fargo North. If you have your 1 or 2, 3 keys to the game against the Eagles here tonight, Adam, where does number 1, number 2, what are some of the keys to try to get up a W before you get to the Christmas holiday break here?
Number one is play at our tempo. We play pretty fast. We want to keep that tempo going, make them sprint back on defense over and over and over again. And hopefully we can get some easy ones later in the game. Turnovers are probably number two. We got to take care of the ball much better than we've been doing. And number three is on the rebounding end. We are not a big team. We give up a lot of size. So we're going to hopefully attack the glass pretty hard. And defensively, we really don't want to get give up too many offensive rebounds on our defensive end. We're trying to get that defensive rebounding percentage to 75 or even 80, which is going to correlate to a lot of wins.
Hey, Adam, as always, thanks so much for your time. Happy holidays and best of luck tonight against the Eagles.
Thanks, Chase. Appreciate it. Take care.
West Fargo head coach Adam Palczewski with us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We come back. We'll hear from Bart Manson of Fargo Davies after this.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here tonight, inching closer before the opening tip between the Packers and the Eagles. With us is Fargo Davies head coach. That's Bart Manson. And Bart, a 3-1 start to the season. You're getting a little bit more challenges going up against West Fargo, Cheyenne, and West Fargo here in the back-to-back games. 3-1 start. How have you seen your team, and what are some improvements, and what are some things you've liked so far from this version of the Eagles, Bart?
Well, I always got to just remind myself as kind of, a person who's been doing this a long time, that it's only December. It's not, to get too excited about one aspect of, the ball and another aspect of the ball, meaning offense and defense. And, I would say early on here that I've been probably most impressed with our defense. We've done a pretty good job of taking some key guys and doing a pretty good job of defending, specifically against like Shanley and Cheyenne with Connor Kraft and Michael Nile. And I thought our guys did a pretty good job on those two incredible players. And just overall, some of our team defense concepts have probably been the thing that I've been most impressed with. Offensively, we still have a long ways to go. We're still trying to figure things out. We're still trying to figure rotations out. We're still trying to, figure out where to put some guys on the floor and how to make them successful. And, that's just going to be a work in progress. And, I always remember, the old Steve Miller, talk about, December offense and just of how it was never perfect. And you just want to be running offense well when you get into late February and March. And, we're just kind of heading in that direction right now.
Two guys that I'm sure that you like so far is Mason Clabo and Ian Machenbaker in terms of what they provide as a 1-2 combination in the backcourt. More importantly, Bart, probably from that assist to turnover ratio, it seems like they probably get you in the right setup. They're looking for their shot as much as they're looking to give someone else a quality look on the drive and kick. What have you seen from those two so far?
Well, one of the things that we had talked about a lot was just, taking a look at our past and trying to change some of the way that we played, like in the present. And, one of the things that, we looked at in the past and in big games, we had turned the ball over too many times. And so we really kind of hammered that and trying to build that habit of taking care of the ball and having good possessions. And, when it all starts with your point guards, and I feel like we got, actually probably 3 kids who can run the point: Ian, Mason, Clabo, and then Dan Yorkie, who's a pretty good point guard also. And so, but with the majority of the playing time with Mason and Ian having the ball in their hands, those guys have made good decisions. And by them making good decisions, it's led to just some better play and better offensive play than we've had in the past at this time. And so I've been really, really happy with just how they've taken care of the ball and not turn it over, and got to continue to try to build on that. But been very, very happy with those two.
And you're going up against a Packer squad that likes to pressure defense. They're going to find a way to get in those passing lanes here tonight. I know Brett Limke, you got Carson Hagerly, a couple of guys that stand out from last year's state tournament championship team, a number of seniors that are playing for Coach Paul Chesky. So what's going to be a challenge here tonight, Bart, against the Packers?
Well, like I said, it all starts with those two guys, and, Brett Limke, it's amazing. And I'd like someone to go try to figure this one out. Okay. But, I can just speak specifically for myself and what I've had, but, coaches' kids. And, my brother Ross won a state title under my dad. I won a state title under my dad. My little brother got second in the state title game. They got runner up. I coached a coach's kid, Tanner Kretschmann. We won a state title under him. And you could go through, and obviously Carter Kretschmann won a state title at Oak Grove, and their dad was a coach for a long time. And then here years down the road here, you have Brett Limke, who won a state title last year. There's something about what coaches' kids do. And when coaches' kids are point guards, it makes an extension to the coach on the floor. And, I just really feel like Brett Limke is, really, takes care of the ball. He doesn't turn it over. He takes good shots. He shoots 90% from the free throw line. What's not like about that, And then, Carson Hagerly is just, is probably one of the all-time, great players that will not play college basketball, but knows how to win games. And he just makes a ton of winning plays. And you wish a lot of that could rub off on people, but it's an attribute that, just many kids don't have. And when you get kids like Carson Hagerly, who just go make winning plays, you're going to have a lot of wins with those type of players.
Final thing for you, Bart, before we let you go, you kind of maybe mentioned earlier about turnovers might be in a checklist, but what also will be the thing to try to get the Eagles a win at West Fargo here later tonight?
Well, I think we got to take care of that two-headed monster, with Hagerly and Limke, and not. I always tell our kids is that, if those two guys go off, we're going to be in trouble. And so we got to we're never going to stop them from scoring, but we got to try to limit the amount that they do score. And, and then just keeping them off the glass, and not turn the ball over against their pressure. If we keep them off the glass and not give them second chance points, and tonight not allow them to score off of their press, I feel pretty good, but those are things that, we're going to have to do. It's easy to say, and it's easy for me to say, but the kids got to go make some plays tonight, and hopefully we make enough that we can win the ball game.
Hey, Bart, as always, thanks so much for your time. Happy holidays and best of luck against the Packers here tonight.
Yeah, same to you. Thanks a lot for covering the game.
Fargo Davies head coach Bart Manson there with us on our Irie Insurance, a pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at IrieINS.com. We'll get to the West Fargo Packers starting lineups first before Fargo Davies. West Fargo head coach by Adam Polcheski in his 5th season, the defending state champs in Class A boys basketball. They're going to roll like this here for West Fargo. A 5'11 senior guard, Parker Nelson, a all-state football and EDC selection on the gridiron here for West Fargo, averaging 9 points per game. A 6'4 senior, a 6'1 senior, Caden Zapata, 3.8 points per game and 2 steals as well. Nick Carlson, a 6'4 senior for Carlson with 14 points and 8 rebounds per game. You have a Brett Limke, a 6'1 senior guard, averaging 15 points and 2 assists. And then from there, you have Carson Hagerly, a 6'3 senior guard, averaging 17 points and 7 rebounds. For the Fargo Davies Eagles, they're going to go like this: a 6' freshman guard and Mason Clabo. You have Ian Monchenbaker, a 6-foot senior guard. Caden Braflat, a 6'1 senior, 4 points and 4 rebounds. Raymond Brown averaging in double figures, 10 points for the 5'11 sophomore. And Evan Van Dam, a 6'6 senior forward. So Claybo, Monchenbaker, Braflat, Brown, and Van Dam. Fargo Davies head coach by Bart Manson. The 12th season for head coach Bart Manson. He's been the only varsity coach in program history. Van Dam in the center circle. Going up against him will be Nick Carlson here for the Packers. 2 18-minute halves, a 30-second shot clock as we get ready to go here tonight from West Fargo. Nick Napier running the camera, also color commentary. Chase Miller with you here tonight from West Fargo High School. The Packers won the girls matchup, trying to make it a sweep here tonight. West Fargo 22-3 from a season ago. Fargo Davies 20-6. The opening tip is up, and it's going to be at 7:49, and it's won to Fargo Davies. The Eagles with Brown, man-to-man defense there on the guard is Lemke. Brown goes to the left-hand side and a turnover. One thing that Bart Manson told us on our pregame show is with Claybo, with Monchenbaker, with Daniel Yorkie as well, a team that does a really good job gaining offensive rhythm and sets, and one thing we haven't seen a lot of from Fargo Davies is that turnover bug. West Fargo also sees a man defense. Carson Hagerly goes hard down the paint. That shot is short, and a rebound comes to Evan Van Dam. As Brown brings into the front court now, leaves it left-hand side. Claybo with the shot fake and a jab step around the horn now. Ball goes right-hand side to Monchenbaker. Monchenbaker, nice little pass to Van Dam. But back-to-back turnovers to start the contest, Nick, here for Fargo Davies.
Yeah, that's not how you want to start this game out. Luckily for them, Packers haven't really had an opportunity to score themselves. They put up a shot, but weren't able to convert on it. But that's something that Davies is going to have to watch out for, as West Fargo as well has to watch out for turnovers.
West Fargo to the near sideline now. That's going to go in the hands of Carlson. Carlson skips it to Nelson. He drives, and, well, there's a steal for Fargo Davies the other end. The freshman, Mason Claybo, comes up with the steal. Claybo in the front court now. That's going to be a fun matchup between him and Nelson. Jumping the passing lane there is Carlson. Ball goes in the backcourt. The shot clock's already down to 15 seconds. Fargo Davies going to have to hurry. Claybo does. Claybo goes to left-hand side and an offensive charge. Zapata is there. Claybo went up in the air, and Mason Claybo will pick up his first and the team's first. It's a tough one, Nick. Anytime you go up in the air, even if the defender is not set or not, more times than not you're going to give it to the defense because you're jumping in to a defender there.
Yeah, definitely not good to start off with 3 turnovers. That one's kind of a tough one. Obviously, he is trying to rush himself across back the court, and he just wasn't able to get stop in time to prevent that charge.
Hagerly's shot is off the mark. A rebound for Van Dam, his second. Still scoreless here in the opening 100 seconds. Claybo, little Euro step. Oh, excuse me, if you will, on a Tuesday night. Mason Claybo with the opening points with a little flair here in EDC boys basketball.
And that kid is only a freshman, and he looks like he's been playing for varsity for quite some time.
Nick Carlson with the 2 points, the other end of the floor. Yeah, when you ask to Bart Manson, saying one of the more basketball IQs I've ever been around, and that's saying something because at Fargo Davies, you got to be pretty good to surpass a sophomore, a junior, and a senior to be in a starting lineup, and Mason Claybo has looked like it throughout this year, averaging 23 points a contest. Jumper off the mark, no good by Monchenbaker. Ball goes down underneath to Caden Zapata. Zapata in transition. They find Hagerly left short corner, but Hagerly was out of bounds in a turnover for West Fargo. The Eagles, a 7-point loss against Cheyenne on Friday. They were down by 18 at the half. Claybo had 29 points and 6 rebounds. On the opposite side for West Fargo, a back-and-forth win at the Spartan Dome against Fargo North, 82-81 on Friday. Brett Lemke, 23 points and 6 made threes in the win for the Packers. Fargo Davies to the right-hand side. Now the top of the key as they reversing around the horn. Fargo Davies with Max Frostley, a 6'8 junior, averaging 6 points per contest into the game. And Monchenbaker goes right down as he's able to get that one for Monchenbaker. Other end of the floor, driving to the paint there is going to be Parker Nelson, and his shot gets swatted. Well, Nick, how do you like your track shoes? You got them wearing here in this game with these two teams?
Yeah, definitely going back and forth very quickly. Both offenses still trying to find the rhythm right now. as they've taken they've taken some shots but haven't really gotten a great opportunity as that one is going to go out of bounds.
Limke shot off the mark, and this will be the first time tonight for West Fargo. We'll see a substitution. Fode Sharif, a 6'4" senior, averaging 11 points and 8 rebounds per contest for Sharif, will come in here for the Packers. Fargo Davies averaging 85 points per game defensively. We're giving up 50. A turnover here on the Eagles is going over the end line is Kaden Broflat for a turnover. For West Fargo, they average 80 points per game offensively. Defensively, they just give up 62. Both teams pride themselves on defense. As Sharif goes down the paint, kick out to Limke. Limke goes hard to the drive, leaves it left-hand side. Parker Nelson, the lefty, triple off the mark, and somehow corralling the rebound was Max Frostley. And Frostley in the front court here. That goes to Claybo, back to Frostley. Extra pass left-hand side. Left wing three-pointer. Raymond Brown off the front iron, and a board to Sharif. Sharif goes the other end of the floor, left-hand side to Hagerly. Hagerly crossing over, a little shake and bake dribble, hangs, shoots inside the paint. Carson Hagerly with his first 2 points of the night.
And that was a great dribble drive to open himself up for a shot right there.
Knotted at 4 apiece in the opening 4 minutes in Class A boys basketball, just like girls. 2 18-minute halves with a 30-second shot clock. Flexka comes around the horn to Claybo. Claybo looks backdoor. Claybo gets the ball right back here, left of the key. Shot clock now at 10. Claybo uses up that dribble, gets by a nice move by Hagerly. Listen, Claybo's going to be a problem for the next 3.5 seasons here in the EDC. Claybo's got 4. Lemke going hard down the paint, kick out right-hand side to Hagerly. Hagerly, the NDSU football commit. Sharif drives, now to Nelson. Nelson goes hard into the paint. This one, a turnaround jumper with the left hand. Parker Nelson. The third placker in the scoring column here. A full court press here by Nelson. Ball will go out of play. Last touched by the 5'11" senior.
And that might be part of the game plan for West Fargo. I mean, you got a couple younger guys in the backcourt for Davies. They're going to play a little bit of pressure, see if they can't force more turnovers, and see where that'll take them on offense.
Jaden Grevster to check in, averaging 5 points and 5 rebounds per contest for the Packers. For Fargo Davies, Daniel Yorkie, the 6-foot sophomore guard. 5 points per game and 2 rebounds and 2 assists for York. Ball goes left-hand side here for Machenbaker. Around the horn now to the right wing to Broflat, the 6'1" senior. Now to Claybo. Claybo rises. Three-pointer on the way off the backboard, and this one going to be right in the hands of Gressler. Baseball pass up the floor and a turnover going the other way. West Fargo on the season, shooting 44% from the floor, 32% from beyond the arc. On the opposite side, for Fargo Davies, a quality team as well in terms of if they get the three-pointers going, look out for Fargo Davies, and not just this year, but in recent years. Scabo drives and picks up a foul here on West Fargo. The foul coming will just be the first on the Packers. This will be on Brett Lemke, his first and the team's first. After the inbound, dribble handoff, Machenbaker, a little shovel pass to Claybo, right baseline triple off the front iron, going to follow his shot, but Zapita gets the steal. Other end of the floor, Hagerly, ankle cross, but really good defense by Machenbaker, goes off the shoe of Hagerly, and a turnover here, back-to-back possessions by West Fargo. Tell you what, Nick, you might bring your chin strap to a game like this. Not saying in terms of physical, but both teams on the defensive side, you got to earn it to score here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're playing very physically, and they're making both offenses have to work to get their shots.
Machenbaker just somehow weaves his way through a handful of Packers, and there's a little bit of a hard foul there as Claybo on the floor. He's going to be the foul here on Fode Sharif. He'll pick up his first, team second, as Sharif was coming out to hedge. And Fargo Davies will have a fresh 30 so far for the Packers, led by the 2 points of Parker Nelson, Nick Carlson. Also Carson Hagerly with 2 points. Fargo Davies led by the 4 points of Mason Claybo. The other 2 points comes with Machenbaker. Machenbaker crossing over, leaves it right-hand side. Broflat triple, that's short, and Sharif cleans the miss, his second board. Sharif in transition, little 3-on-3. Oh, nice spin move, but a better block by Broflat. Other end of the floor we go for Fargo Davies. Yorkie goes to right-hand side. Nice job underneath by Mason Claybo, who makes it look easy. He's got 6. Zepeda other end of the floor, but we're going to get a blocking foul underneath after the pass by Zepeda. It'll be in the semicircle there as the foul comes on Fargo Davies. This will be on Max Frostley, his first, team second. West Fargo will bring back in the game Parker Nelson and Nick Carlson. Fargo Davies, Carson Barta, the 6'1" junior guard in the contest, averaging 4 points and 3 rebounds.
Mason Clabo has played so far the entire first half. He's really inserting himself. He's finding his way to get open and creating good shots for him and his teammates.
And again, just a freshman here for Mason Clabo as Brett Lemke drives and picks up the foul on Ian Mochenbaker. Here's the dilemma when you go up against Lemke. Mochenbaker picks up his first, team's third. Is Brett has already scored 10 3-pointers on the season, buried 6 of them in a win against Fargo North on Friday. So Nick, the definition of running him off the 3-point line can also pose a problem defensively. He came through that down screen up, but then curled back to the rim and got his defender behind him and got to the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's obviously something Davies is going to have to watch. Is they're going to have to defend the 3-point line the same that they would defend the paint. They're going to have to be tight all game long, not allow West Fargo any room to breathe.
Lemke goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line as we're tied at 8 apiece here in the opening 6.5 minutes. Class A EDC basketball. Number 3 Fargo Davies. Number 2 West Fargo. Ball goes right-hand side. Now to the near sideline as it goes around the horn. Continues for the Eagles. Backdoor pass to Yorkie. That shot good for 2.
And a nice pass by Clabo there.
6-foot sophomore with his first 2 points. West Fargo in transition right now as they handle it with Lemke. Lemke rips it through right to left, right wing. Now for the Packers and Carlson. Back to the right baseline in the hands of Grefsrud. Grefsrud spins, looks for a shot, nothing there. Backdoor to Parker Nelson. Under 10 to shoot now. Grefsrud ready to key. 3! And rack it up. The first 3-pointer of the night goes to the 6'1" senior, Jaden Grefsrud. West Fargo up by 1. Fargo Davies with Clabo the other end. The floor gets cut off, looking backdoor. Leaves it right-hand side. Taking a couple of dribbles. Nice right-handed layup, but can't get that one to go on the little finish. Grefsrud tries to handle it, then Grefsrud gets his left mid on it, and it goes the other way. Here comes Lemke. Lemke goes hard down the paint. Right-hand reverse scoop, no. And Yorkie comes up with the rebound. Couple point-blank opportunities for both teams. Doesn't go in the cylinder. And then we're going to get a blocking foul on Parker Nelson, his first, and the team's second. Nick, I think we can see why both teams scored over 100 points the last time they played in the spring.
Yeah, they are they're almost the same team in effect. West Fargo is obviously more of a 3-point shooting team, but Davies can get their own along with getting inside and working the paint as well.
Fargo Davies right now takes a couple of dribbles as Clabo there uses up now to Raymond Brown. Drives, kick out right-hand side. Yorkie rises from 15 feet off the back tab. No, and a rebound to Parker Nelson. Other end of the floor, Sharif back to Nelson, close to an over and back violation. Nelson goes hard to the paint. Right-handed layup is swatted by the freshman Clabo.
And it's not like either team is, playing bad on defense. Both teams are playing great defense. It's just the offense is getting their way right now.
This is one of those situations where both teams understand the situation. West Fargo Cheyenne beat Davies to give them their first loss this season. West Fargo is the only team right now in the EDC that's unbeaten. 4-0 on the year, 3-0 in conference play. Then Davies and South at 3-1 and Cheyenne at 2-1. And you can't win or lose the conference necessarily in December, but you can put yourself in a great situation one way or another. Turnover there, bounce pass going away by Barta to the right-hand side. That one's off the mark, no good by Mochenbaker. This feels like you're at a carnival trying to get the rings on those Coke cans right now. Nothing's coming up.
Yeah, it's almost like the baskets have a cover over them right now. Seemed like a little bit they were getting their way, and another ball off a rim. I mean, it's just not going for either offense.
Carlson can't get the first or the second here for West Fargo as the Eagles right now work it with the other way. Nearly 9 minutes through this first half of play, 2 teams scoring in the 80s, held to 11 and 10 respectively. Mochenbaker rises, and he gets the deep 2-pointer. Ian now with 4 points and gives the Eagles a 1-point edge.
You saw there, Davies slowed it down a little bit, was able to find an open shot there.
Nelson to the top of the key now that's Carlson. Carlson leaves it left-hand side to Hagerly. Hagerly inside the paint. The runner will go inside for two. Hagerly with the touch has 4 points. The Packers regain the lead by 1 at 13-12, but it's not because neither team hasn't been efficient offensively in terms of the plays they're running. The basketball just has gone on the cylinder, but a nice move on the inside. Carson Barta off the bench with a quick 2 points. Other end of the floor, there's Carlson. Carlson kicks it back out as he gets it right back. Looking for a little give and go. Sharif on the interior for two. Kodai Sharif with 2 points off the bench now for West Fargo. Before he can blink, Raymond Drown goes down the paint. His shot is going to be short, and a rebound to Carlson. Baseball pass. Sharif handles it. That's a three-pointer left wing off the front iron. This rebound by Evan Van Dam, his third, and Fargo Davies now will set up the offense. Davies and West Fargo with 2 substitutes coming in on the next dead ball. Hagerly goes hard, rises, and a foul here on Fargo Davies. Raymond Brown tried to get in front, then Hagerly got to the side of him just enough as Brown will pick up his first, team's fourth. And I understand this is just the 5th game of the season for both teams, Nick. This looks like a well-oiled machine here in December.
Yeah, both teams are playing very good right now. Not a lot of mistakes. There's been a few mental mistakes, but in high school you're going to have that. They're just young. I mean, you saw there both teams slew it down a little bit, which resulted in a couple baskets, and then they went right back to basically chasing each other down the court.
Hagerly misses the first as Parker Nelson, Brett Limke return here for West Fargo. Packers going more with a smaller lineup. In recent years with these teams, a Luke Lennon, for example, for West Fargo. You think of an Owen Heckner and some other bigs throughout the years, a Van Dam, a Cam Van Dam as well. You just think of a size of 6'6", 6'8", 6'10", and all of a sudden you just see a bunch of guards on the floor. This one will go with Clable. Clable at the right elbow, tries to get that push off on Zepeda, leaves it right-hand side, right pocket three by Brown is short, and a rebound by Parker Nelson, his second. Davies down by 2, back to a little man defense. Both teams have played man throughout. Nelson goes hard to the paint. Great defense by Machin Baker, went straight up, able to bat that ball on the baseline, and it'll stay with West Fargo. Brent Limke will inbound the basketball here. And Paul Chesky calling out the offense. Both teams with 5 timeouts remaining. West Fargo with 3 team fouls. Fargo Davies with 4. Nelson inside Hagerly. Hagerly looks to spin, does. A shot from 10 feet is short, and Barta gets the rebound. Other end of the floor here for Fargo Davies is Clable. Clable crossing over to the baseline now to Brown. Brown down the paint to Barta. Barta tries to get by Limke. That one is going to be off the backboard and a board to Grefsrud on the miss. Opposite end, nice job saving that one by Fargo Davies as Broflat saw it the entire way, kind of playing free safety, the 6th turnover by the Packers. Clable in the front court, little hesitation, dribble to the baseline here to Machin Baker. Machin Baker, little crow hop down the paint with the left hand. Oh, what a move by Ian. He's got 6.
That was a beautiful move. Kind of a hopscotch move to get at the basket and then makes the nice, easy layup.
You're tied at 8-8. Well, double it up. We're tied at 16 apiece here, under 7 minutes to play in the first half. Hagerly thought he was going to get by his defender. Great backside help by Broflat, who gets the rebound as well. Machin Baker, other end of the floor, left-handed layup, no. Ball will go out of play in 2. West Fargo knotted at 16 apiece between West Fargo and Fargo Davies here with 6:24 left to play in our first half. Nick Napper alongside Chase Miller with you here on Your Live Event. Go to yourliveevent.com to check out our complete coverage of what we have to offer, from wrestling to hockey to basketball here this winter season. Go to yourliveevent.com. Last high school coverage is today before the holiday break. We're back at it a week from tonight. Limke on the drive. Barta gets the board, and we work it the other way. Clable rises from 15 feet off the back tab. No. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll be last touch off of Barta of Fargo Davies. The Eagles at 3-1 on the year. West Fargo at 4-0. It's been a very fun contest, and I would say, and Nick, this one, if you look at field goal percentages, which we will in the first half, neither coach will be happy with it offensively, but defensively you're thrilled.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, this is all you can ask for if you're a head coach. Just basically constant pressure, unable to let the other team score. I mean, it's been great for them. On offensively, they both got to get it going. as another shot was missed there. But yeah, both teams, they got something on offense that needs to show up still. Still feeling the opponent out, basically.
Lemke with the miss. Claybo gets the rebound, and Claybo, we'll see if he uses a screen. He doesn't. Gets by Nelson off the backboard. Nobody follows his jumper for 2. Claybo now with 8 points and 2 rebounds, just padding some of the stats, and the Eagles are up by 2. Backdoor, Hagerly, right wing. Hagerly takes a couple of dribbles, gets cut off, finds Nelson, left of the key, high arching triple. That rattles in. Parker Nelson with the tray. He's got 5, and the Packers are up by 1. Back and forth we go in half number 1. Claybo takes the ball screen. Baker now to the right of the key. Baker, little jab step, goes to the right baseline, trying to steal that one away as Nelson does to Hagerly. Another round there. 4 we go. Baseball pass to Lemke to Zepeda. And guess who? Barta off the bench with another steal. Barta leads a 3-on-3 in transition. Claybo open, rises, shoots. That one off the front iron and a board by Hagerly. And we get a timeout here by Coach Balcheski. We'll break with them. 4:30 left to play in half number 1. Packers up by 1 on our live event.
Going to NESCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I'll look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
The West Fargo Packers and the Fargo Davies Eagles here tonight in EDC boys basketball. Parker Nelson with 5 points to lead the floor for West Fargo. On the opposite end, Mason Claybo with 8, and Baker has 6 for Fargo Davies. The Eagles looking to get to 4-1 in conference play. For West Fargo looking to get to 4-0. Nick Napper running the camera and also pulling the color commentary. Chase Miller with you here on your live event as Brent Lemke brings us one in the front court. As he does, was behind the back, guarded there by Claybo, gets by the freshman. Haying shoots that shot off the back heel of the iron, can't go. Ball gets pinballed around and ends up with Grefsrud. Now it's with Sharif, top of the key, 3-pointer, and a board by Barta. It's just been that kind of game for both teams in the first half. Good looks, quality looks, open looks, they just don't go. Baker on the inside gets fouled, and Zepeda picks up the foul. Caden will pick up his first, team's 4th. Both teams have 4 team fouls with under 4 minutes to play in the first half, as Baker will be at the free throw line. Ian has scored 12 or more in every game so far this season. He's halfway there as he misses free throw attempt number 1. Tell you what, if that shot doesn't define the first half here tonight, I think the rims are on holiday break, Nick. Is that something we can say?
Yeah, to say the least. The rims are kind of bringing the coal now for both teams.
Tied at 19 apiece for the first time tonight. Davies comes out in a half-court 2-3 trap inside. Shot fake on the way by Carlson, and Nick gets fouled. You go to left short corner. Nick will go to the line to shoot 2. The foul coming on the Eagles. This will be on Frostley, his 2nd, team's 5th. West Fargo, 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight for Fargo Davies, just 1 of 2. Carlson gets the first. Brown will come back on the floor. Raymond, a 5'11 sophomore guard. Seen a couple of underclassmen getting some minutes here this season for Bart Manson, and not just some minutes, getting quality minutes. Carlson's 2nd free throw attempt on the way. Nick, a nice night so far, 4 points. Banging on the inside here for the Packers, up by 2. Now their team has led by more than this margin right now. It's been right at about 2 to a tie ball game for the majority of this first half as Barta gets the 2 points from the left block, and we're, well, knotted again at 21. Bounce pass, Grefsrud to the right baseline. Grefsrud looking for a cutting motion. West Fargo, this dribble drive offense. Lemke's going to go hard to the paint. Goes the left short corner and a turnover. With it the other way. Claybo to Barta. Back to Claybo. Claybo throws it up and it's good. Mason Claybo in double figures. He's got 10 of the 23 for Fargo Davies. Zepeda the other way. Bounce pass looking for Carlson. That'll be last touched off of Zepeda, and a turnover here by the Packers. Now we're starting to see the Eagles pick it up on the defensive side even another notch here in the last 90 seconds.
Yeah, and one guy that's been kind of catching my eye is Carson Barta, as he seems to be everywhere on the court. He's affected on offense and defense, as he's kind of helped lead this Davies team to a nice little run they have here.
And Barta hit the game-winning shot in the JV game as well earlier tonight for Fargo Davies. Brown goes left-hand side. Now it goes to Machenbaker coming up through a screen as Claybo. Hang shoots left-hand shot. No. Hagerly with the rebound. 5 points and 2 boards, but there's Fargo Davies with a steal. A 2-on-1 to Brown. Give Claybo the assist. Give Brown the 2 points. Raymond in the scoring column, and it's a little run right now by the Eagles. A 6-0 run by Fargo Davies. Carlson goes short corner, tries to get one off, and he does. Nice move on the interior by Carlson, showing off his dancing moves on the inside. He's got 6. Fargo Davies in the front court as we reach the 2-minute mark here in half number 1. Davies, their largest lead at 4. Saw that trim down to 2 here as Brown spins on the inside. Machenbaker, a triple, rattle it up. Ian Machenbaker also in double figures now with 20. As Ian has 4 made field goals, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Machenbaker makes it the largest lead for Fargo Davies here at 5. Grefsrud drives, gets cut off there, looking for Limke. Limke takes a high ball screen, left wing, now to Carlson. Carlson will go between the circles to Grefsrud, back to Limke. Limke takes a couple of dribble spins with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Goes to the paint, Raymond Brown is there for the swat. Brown the other way, nice spin move in the backcourt, gets by Carlson, finds a teammate, Claybo, left pocket, 3! Splash City! That shot is pretty! Mason Claybo with 13.
West Fargo may need to take a timeout here. Davies is getting hot from everywhere.
70 seconds left to play in the first half. Adam Palczewski probably doesn't want to take that timeout, Nick, but I'm kind of with you right now going, I think Adam's probably looking at the clock going, do we really need to burn a timeout before you get to halftime? But right now the Eagles, by all means, we were tied at 8, tied at 16. All of a sudden it was a 1-point deficit for Fargo Davies. Now the run continues as they're up by 8. Need to stop here if you're a Packer fan. If you're Fargo Davies, seems like anyone's hot right now. Machenbaker lost it going up, working with it the other way is Carlson. Bounce pass, Hagerly, Claybo's there. Hagerly gets the ball back, a little shovel pass inside to Carlson. That goes over the rim for 2. Carlson just like that now with 8 points. And turnover here by Fargo Davies as Barta picks up the foul. Grefsrud in the passing lane. And, well, Nick, instead of a timeout, how about 2 points, a steal, and 2 free throws?
The scoring, as it seemed like they're in a little bit of a drought there. Now they've kind of figured out their offense as well.
Grefsrud, nice job. Just kind of jumping the lane there. West Fargo, Fargo Davies. We've seen the full court, little token press. Seen Fargo Davies go more to a 2-3 matchup zone and try to get a double team once or twice. But mostly it's been man defense throughout as Grefsrud gets free throw attempt number 1 to go. He's got 4. Packers down by 5, 2 possessions. Late here in the first half. See if Bart Manson maybe calls a timeout to set something up offensively or if he lets his guys go. Grefsrud misses the second. Ball's on the deck. Bodies flying everywhere. There with it's going to be Machenbaker and a timeout before the steal. Zepena and Grefsrud have Machenbaker in really dead man's alley where it was the baseline, where it was 2 defensive players. But Manson gets the timeout. We'll keep it here. Just a 30-second timeout. Fargo Davies leads at 31-26. Coming up at the half, we'll take a look at the first half numbers, recap what happened in the West Fargo girls win over Fargo Davies earlier tonight, 70-49, and take a look ahead for both teams as well. That's all coming up on our halftime show here on your live event. Chase and Nick with you from West Fargo High School. Game tipped off earlier tonight at 7:49. As we're getting to that nearly half hour old. Both teams with some knowledgeable assistant coaches on the bench. You look at both of these clubs too as well. Some guys from last year. Fargo Davies, a state semifinalist. West Fargo won the Class A championship from a season ago, losing Joel Pease and Carter Bierencott. Fargo Davies, a handful of players as well, but they bring some experience back, particularly in the backcourt. This one goes to Claybo. Claybo rips it through. Nice little drop down pass here for the Eagles. Then it goes left-hand side to Machenbaker. Machenbaker, a slip pass again on the interior as that goes to Broflat. Jumper on the right-hand side off the mark, and Hagerly gets the rebound. West Fargo a chance to get within a possession here. Under 10 seconds. Now at 8. Limke's got to go. Limke takes a screen with 6 to Hagerly. Hagerly shot fake with 3. Limke, three-pointer. Short rebound by Nelson, who gets swatted by Claybo, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. It's the third-rated Fargo Davies Eagles 31. The West Fargo Packers rated 2 in the state 26. Our halftime show is next here on your live event.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
As we come back, here's the Pacatanas dance team. Halftime show at the half. It's Fargo Davies up by 5 over the West Fargo Packers. Let's take a look at the first half numbers right now for Fargo Davies. Team numbers: 5 players in the scoring column, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 threes, and 6 turnovers. For the West Fargo Packers, 1 made three-pointer, 6 of 8 from the stripe, and 6 players in the scoring column with 10 turnovers. Fargo Davies led by Mason Claybo with 13 points and made 3. Ian Machenbaker has 10 points with a made 3. 4 points by Carson Barta and 2 points apiece by Yorkie and Raymond Brown here for the Eagles. West Fargo in comparison led by the 8 points of Nick Carlson, 2 for 2 from the line. From there you got the 5 points of Carson Hagerly, 1 of 2 from the stripe. 5 points as well by Parker Nelson with a made 3. 4 points by Grefsrud, 2 points by Brent Limke, both at the stripe, and then Fode Sharif with 2 points here for the West Fargo Packers. West Fargo led by the 8 points of Nick Carlson. And speaking of another Nick, let's go to Nick Napier here. Chase Miller alongside Nick on our halftime show. First 18 minutes of action, Nick, what did you kind of take away from a very low-scoring affair for the majority of the first half, and then the last 6-7 minutes, it seems like both teams found a little more offensive rhythm?
Yeah, it took a little bit to get these teams going on offense. They were stuck at 11-10 for a little bit there. Then all of a sudden, it seemed like both teams started going. Davies then started to kind of pull away a bit as the Packers were unable to score for what seemed like ever. Just basically some big players like Mason Claybo started scoring. Carson Barta has played an effect off the bench for the Eagles. You look at the Packers, they've had kind of an even scoring from around the entire team. Everybody's just trying to get involved, and that's kind of how this team works. It's kind of drive in, dish out, drive back in, dish back out, find an open shot as best they can.
That's Nick. I'm Chase. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll recap what happened in the girls' game after this and take a look ahead. West Fargo down by 5 against Fargo Davies in Class A boys basketball here on your live event.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
As we continue on our halftime show, it's been a very aggressive game in terms of defense where it's been tough to get easy things to come by. And then when you do get easy things to come by, it seems like more times than not, it somehow swirls out instead of going in the cylinder. Regardless, Fargo Davies leads it by 5, 31-26 here at the half. What happened earlier tonight in the girls contest? Well, West Fargo up by 2. 35-33. They would only give Fargo Davies 16 points in the second half. They would score 35 as well in the second like they did in the first for the Packers. Chloe Fowl led the floor with 22 points. Riley Sumlin with 18 and Jessica Walsvik had 16 for West Fargo. In comparison, Fargo Davies with only one player in double digits in Taylor Safransky with 10 points. Bring Nick back on. Nick, what was your take in the girls' game from earlier tonight where, it was very similar to this, right? A back-and-forth first half, and then West Fargo just really came out on a big run in the second half and just kind of put Fargo Davies away. What'd you take in the girls' game earlier tonight, Nick?
Yeah, going back to that game, both teams looked very, very even. It was a back-and-forth game. Excuse me. As both teams had to basically figure their way to score, and then in the second half, West Fargo basically exploded offensively, and then they just dominated defensively. And Davies looked like they couldn't take the cover off the basket, which eventually was their downfall and led to a loss.
A tough one there for Fargo Davies, but the good news is that's just their first loss of the season. They dropped to 4-1 on the year, 4-1 in conference play. West Fargo, in comparison, goes to 5-0 on the year and 4-0 in EDC conference play. We'll take a quick timeout. We're back after this with the second half between Fargo Davies and the West Fargo Packers. Right now it's the number 3rd rated Eagles with the lead over the 2nd rated West Fargo Packers here on your live event.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available, welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
To the second half we go. Fargo Davies up by 5 here on EDC Boys Basketball on Your Live Event. Make sure you go to yourliveevent.com to check out our complete rundown of what we have to offer for you throughout this holiday season. And once we get to the year of 2022, it's our final night of high school coverage, as most teams in the region. Takes a couple days before Christmas, a day or two after Christmas before they get back into game action, but these players will have a couple of practices between now and then. Fargo Davies and West Fargo here, as Nick Carlson will be in the center circle for West Fargo with Brett Lemke, also Zepeda. You have Parker Nelson and Carson Hagerly here for West Fargo. For the Fargo Davies Eagles, still in their huddle right now as they will come out. We'll see if it's their original starting 5 here for the Eagles, as they come out with Kanan Braflat, Raymond Brown, Van Dam, Claybo, and Machenbaker, the original starting 5 here for Fargo Davies as well. Second half action, Eagles up by 5. 4 timeouts remaining for both teams as we get ready for this second half. Lemke in the backcourt here. Senior brings the ball up the floor, guarded there by Brown. Lemke right-hand side, Zepeda around the horn to Hagerly. Hagerly's in a drive, fires a pass that goes to Carlson. It is now the left-hand side of Lemke. Lemke's in a drive again, goes through the paint to Parker Nelson, back to Lemke. Lemke rips it through right to left, goes hard down the lane, and Lemke's going to get rewarded with 2 free throws. The follow-up coming here on Fargo Davies. This will be on Van Dam, his first, team's first, as Lemke goes to the free throw line as a team in that first half. West Fargo went 6 of 8 from the free throw line. First free throw attempt for Lemke is good. See what some of the halftime adjustments are between these two teams early on the season with the double round robin, where you play each other twice in the regular season. You might face them again in the EDC tournament. You become very familiar with opponents here in conference play, something a little different than Class B, where in Class B you just play each other once for your region or district. You might find each other again for your regional tournament. Lemke jumps the passing lane and stolen away by Parker Nelson. Nelson tries to corral it here. He does, gets it on the inside of Carlson, off the window, off the mark, and a board to Machenbaker. West Fargo down by 3, continues on this man defense as Machenbaker calls out the offense. This one goes around the horn, and Zepeda gets up, almost gets the steal. It's still loose in the backcourt. Van Dam will handle it. Van Dam trying to get by Lemke, does, and gets the 2 points. Van Dam gets the 2 points there, and Lemke was trying to draw the charge. Fargo Davies up by 5. Hagerly, little shake and bake dribble here to Zepeda. Zepeda to the top of the key. Parker Nelson will handle it now to Lemke on the pick and pop. Lemke rips it through left to right, goes behind the back. Brown trying to stay in front of him. Double team comes. Carlson's there, but out of bounds on the sideline. And a turnover here on West Fargo. A tough one there for your head coach, Adam Polcheski, as he'll make a substitution as Fode Sharif will come into the contest, as coming out will be Carlson.
And both teams coming out, it's very similar to what happened in the first half. Davies almost turned it over 2 possessions in a row. Fargo unable to capitalize. And, I mean, it's very even game so far.
And we've seen both teams not go too deep to their bench, about 7-8 players, and that's been about it. Raymond Brown gets the 2 points here for Fargo Davies. He's got 4. And the Eagles, well, they're continuing to climb that lead up to 5, goes to 7 right now. Now it goes to the top of the key. This one to Hagerly. Hagerly with the shot fake. Gets by his defender. Right-handed layup. Good for 2. Carson Hagerly's got 7. The Packers are back within 5. Man defense. Nelson. Bounce pass left-hand side. It'll be to Braflat. Finds Van Dam, a little flex offense here by Fargo Davies. Brown inside the paint. Hang shoots, that one rattles out, and Sharif gets the rebound, his third. Other end of the floor, it's a 2-on-1 quickly. Hagerly stops, pops that one off the back iron. No, tries to get the offensive rebound. Zepeda's there, who gets fouled. Kanan Zepeda picks up his third board. He'll have a chance to get his first points of the night at the free throw line. The foul comes underneath. This will be on Braflat, his first, and the team's second.
And that was a good play by Zepeda. He followed the shot, and then he followed up his own shot as well, which led to a free throws here, which he makes the first one.
Well, that's a stat that West Fargo has excelled at tonight. 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Second free throw attempt upcoming. Fargo Davies Yorkie will check in here tonight alongside with Carson Barta. Barta with some valuable minutes off the bench with 4 points. Free throw attempt number 2 by Zepeda is good. Caden, 2 for 2 from the stripe as Carlson will quickly check in. Zepeda will check out. And the Packers, they're just down by 4 right now with 15:29 left here in regulation. Last time they met, we went to overtime. Might we get that here later tonight again? That one went right through the wickets of Brett Limke after the poke away by Parker Nelson. Will stay with Fargo Davies. Eagles slid it to inbound in here with Machenbaker to the right of the baseline. Machenbaker dribble handoff to Clabo. Right wing, Sharif there on the defense. Now to Brown. Brown goes hard down the paint. This one will end up in Machenbaker's hands. Now left-hand side. Dan with the bounce pass, goes to Clabo, gets the ball right back, top of the key. He'll go hard down the paint, right-handed layup, no, backside board, and a foul upcoming. Barna is there. Carson will go to line to shoot 2. The foul will come on West Fargo's Nick Carlson, his first and the team's first of this second half.
And that was just a hard physical play by Barta. He worked his way in there, got the rebound, and got the opportunity to put up a shot right away, drawing the foul and getting to the line once again.
Barta makes the first. Fargo Davies 2 of 3 at the free throw line as a team here tonight. They haven't been there often, but they do have the lead. Second free throw attempt on the way, and that one is going to be short. Sharif gets the rebound here as it goes the other end for West Fargo. Brent Limke, right-hand side. Limke at the right baseline gets cut off. There now to Nelson. Back to Limke at the right wing. Limke drives now to Carlson. Carlson left of the key. Double team comes to Parker Nelson. Nelson's going to go hard down the paint. Rises, shoots, and tickles one in. Parker Nelson has 7. Packers right now down by 2. As this one will go in the front court now to left baseline. Jumper on the way. That's going to be short. Rebound by Yorkie. Backside good. So York gets that one to go. Now it goes around the horn, left-hand side, Hagerly to Limke. Limke through a double team, now to the free throw line. Jumper on the way, that one rattles out. Sharif trying to go up with it, and it'll stay with the West Fargo Packers. 14:06 left in the second half. West Fargo and Fargo Davies, 2 of the top teams in the state of North Dakota and in the EDC, duking it out tonight here before the Christmas holiday break. Sharif goes behind the back, gets cut off, and West Fargo tries to get it in the backcourt. The Packers handle it with Carlson, somehow ends up with Hagerly inside the paint. Hagerly spins to the baseline, and he puts it in for 2. That might have been an early Christmas present there for Carlson.
Yeah, I definitely say so. It just ended up in his hands, and he was right underneath the basket to score.
Hagerly with the 2 points now. He's got 9 of West Fargo's 36. Machenbaker looks for the answer. 3, and he's got it in a timeout by Bart Manson. Machenbaker with the triple. He's got 13. Clabo's got 13. The Eagles, they continue to lead at 41-36 with 13:32 left to play in regulation here on your live event.
Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
A 5-point lead here for the Fargo Davies Eagles, 41-36 with 13:32 left to play here in the second half. Davies up by 5 as Parker Nelson, after the timeout by Fargo Davies, will inbound the basketball. That's the second taken by the Eagles as a team. Fargo Davies will continue in this man defense here as Limke brings it across the timeline. Limke right-hand side, left-handed hip-high dribble, takes a high ball screen, three-pointer on the way off the front iron, and a rebound to Fargo Davies with York. As York now will slow it up here as he crosses over, right-hand side of Raymond Brown, up and over pass, trying to find the intended teammate there, Barta. Good play call there, Nick, trying to get that because there was no backside help, just the pass was a little too far for Carson.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to kind of look for, is that open guy with nobody that's going to be in effect to block him. Just unfortunately a little bit too far of a pass, and Barta wasn't able to come up with it.
Hagerly drives, finds Nelson on the pick and pop. Nelson crosses over, right to left, goes down the paint, and a foul here on Fargo Davies, and I believe that was in the act of shooting. So it'll be a foul here on the block, and actually they're going to say yes, it is. It is in the act of shooting. Everyone just making sure. Barta picks up the foul, his second, team's third. Parker Nelson at the stripe with 7 points so far here on the evening.
He looked like a running back on that play, going in there and splitting the two defenders and kind of running into them.
Parker Nelson, an all-state running back for the West Fargo Packer football team, under the guidance of Jay Gibson, a West Fargo State semifinalist, and then actually ended up in the championship game as well, going out to Bismarck and beating the Bismarck Century Patriots before losing to West Fargo Cheyenne in the state title game in Class 11 AA. Nelson goes 2 for 2 from the line. Other end of the floor is York for the 2 points. So York gets 2 points. He's got 6. West Fargo now. Hagerly between the circles. Nelson right-hand side to Sharif. Sharif looking for Carlson, and that one gets intercepted. Barta up the floor. This goes to Claybo. That shot gets blocked. Great job by Carlson playing some defense. Monchenbaker rises, though, and gets the 2 points from the left baseline. Monchenbaker's got 15. Claybo showed the ups, but better defense by Carlson. Regardless, it still ends up with 2 points here for the Eagles. We're going to get a jump ball here. Possession will go to Fargo Davies, and mark this down. 45-38, a 7-point lead for the Eagles. They led by 5 at the half, and it just seems like the second half is playing more in favor of the style of Fargo Davies right now.
Yeah, Davies is making it work one way or another. They're showing a little bit of patience, a little bit of speed, but I feel like a lot of patience. I mean, there was a really easy layup where somebody just basically took it right up the court with no issues and just found an easy layup.
If Davies is able to beat West Fargo here tonight, the foul will be on Zepeda, his second, team second for the Packers. No one will go unbeaten in conference play, as everyone will at least have one or more losses before we get to the new year. Brown with it in the front court right now. Is posting up. Is going to be Barta on the right baseline. Brown uses up that dribble, finds a teammate there, Monchenbaker. Monchenbaker and Claybo just kind of have the same hairdo, look about the same, right around that 6-foot size and frame. Claybo crossing over right to left, tries to finish with the left hand and does. Nice move by Claybo, who's got 15 points. A 9-point edge right now for Fargo Davies, and the Packers looking for something on the offensive side. Zepeda comes through a curl screen, goes hard down the paint, right hand scoop and score. Zepeda now with 4.
That was a nice drive by Zepeda.
Coming off that curl, able to take 2 dribbles, move with the basketball, move without it. Well, he was able to get some real estate dribbling. Got right to the rim. Monchenbaker, ankle cross. Great defense, though, by Grefser to bat that basketball away, as they'll stay with Fargo Davies with 14 seconds on the shot clock. 9-point edge for the Eagles. They see that go down to 7 here, trying to get it back tonight as Claybo with a 15-footer, and he's got it. Claybo 17 points, and he continues to shine here as he's got 8 field goals.
You can tell after that shot, he's starting to feel it.
Zepeda, speaking of feeling it, from downtown West Fargo on Veterans Boulevard. He's got 7. This one coming right into us as Grefsrud gets the steal. West Fargo inside. That's to Hagerly, and a foul here before the shot. This is on Raymond Brown, his second, team's 4th. I was scared for my life for a second there, Nick, with Grefsrud coming in right in front of us.
And I'm glad I'm 2 rows up from you.
Frostley will check in alongside with him for Fargo Davies with Braflat. Packers see a 9-point lead go down now to 6 points in terms of the deficit, as inbounding it here will be Lemke for West Fargo. This one goes to Hagerly, back to Lemke, dribble pullback, 3-pointer the way, that's good! Lemke with the triple, his first main field goal of the night. He's got 7 here for the Packers, who are back within 3. Other end of the floor, Clabo stop, pop, and drop. Mason Clabo with 19 as West Fargo gets this one into a little track meet. Hagerly, hang, shoot, somehow gets that one off, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. It might be on Braflat. We'll see if it is on Caden. It is. That's going to be Caden's 2nd, team's 5th. And all of a sudden, someone gave these guys like a little extra boost here in the last 60 seconds, as going to the line is going to be Hagerly.
Yeah, the offenses for both teams are awake and alive, and it's very exciting basketball to watch right now.
Hagerly, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, has 9 points in the contest. He scored 11 or more in every game this season. He has reached the 20 mark twice, just 4 games. Well, there's a double-digit effort again by Hagerly, now with 10. Cuts the deficit to 4, and this one's going to get thrown away. Clabo looking for Brown and a turnover here by Fargo Davies. The West Fargo defense has certainly picked up in the last minute or so. To the right of the baseline here is Lemke, as this one will go up to Hagerly. Hagerly, top of the key. He'll shoot the 3. That's off the iron, and Zepeda somehow tips it around to Grefsrud, now to Nelson, and a fresh 30. Zepeda shot fake, hang, shoot, the floater, no, and Grefsrud can't get that one to go. But I tell you what, Kanan Zepeda's like the gum on the bottom of your foot. You just can't get off. He's just everywhere right now for the Packers.
Yeah, he's picked up his play significantly from the first half. He's been more effective on offense and on defense.
Clabo, little Euro step down the paint, gets fouled and almost gets the roll. Clabo with 19 points will have a chance to surpass 20 at the line. The foul on Lemke, his 2nd, team's 3rd. These 2 teams taking a look at the series meetings. Last 10, Fargo Davies has won 6. West Fargo has won 4, as Clabo makes free throw attempt number 1. Fargo Davies with 1 state championship in program history, a varsity program, 12 years now. In 2014, West Fargo, they've won 4. Their most recent, well, last season in 2021, going 2 for 2 from the line. That's going to be Clabo. 21 points on the evening, and West Fargo sees that deficit back to 6 as the shot clock on the far side just came off and bounced back on. The shot on the way is going to be short. This one is going to be a scrum for it. Lemke somehow ends up with a bounce pass, goes to Hagerly. Hagerly down the paint off the backboard, no. And a rebound to Mason Clabo, who holds on to that one like a Christmas ham. Clabo down the paint, drives, kick out, Machenbaker, left pocket, 3. Rattles out, Brown, put back. That one rattles out, and Parker Nelson gets it. Nelson up the floor, leads a 2-on-1. Nelson goes hard to the paint, and we're going to have that one go out of play as Nelson hits the side of the padding here extra hard. Yeah, Machenbaker there as well. Good defense by Frostley to hit the basketball, not the wrist of Nelson, as he'll stay with West Fargo.
I could swear we were watching a track meet right there again.
Carlson will check in as Parker Nelson will come out here. And both teams not going to go very deep on their bench. West Fargo going to pretty much rotate 7 guys throughout the night. Fargo Davies with 8. In terms of your rotation early on the season, these 2 programs kind of know what they got. Grefsrud now with 6 on the turnaround jumper. West Fargo down by 4. It's been that 6 to 4 point mark that the Packers are trying to get over the dam here in the last about 3-4 minutes of action. Claybo in the front court here at the midway point of the second half. Machenbaker drives Frostley to the left baseline. Triple is good. Max Frostley off the bench with his 4th made 3 of the season, his first tonight. The Eagles are back it up by 7 points. Carlson's going to drive. Kick out to Zepeda at the right baseline. Zepeda uses up that dribble now to Limke. Limke a little crossing over right to left. A little double fake. That shot off the mark and a board by Brown. In the backcourt here, Fargo Davies will cross the timeline up by 7. A chance to make it a little bit more here as Bart Manson calls out the offense for the Eagles. Machenbaker crossing over, gets to the paint, gets fouled, and Grefsrud picks up the foul.
And that seems to be where Davies is doing their best, is when they have either Machenbacher or Klabo driving in and they dish it out. They have 2 options, either dish it out or go up for a layup, and it's been a healthy mix of both of those options.
Yeah, Claybo, the 6-foot freshman guard with 21 points, made 3-pointer. Machenbaker at the free throw line gets that one to go. Now 2 of 3 from the stripe, has 16 points. And that's a 1-2 combination throughout this year that I'm not sure how many other backcourts in the state kind of have those 2 weapons in terms of basketball IQ, guys who can dribble, pull up, shoot, guys who can dribble, get to the rim, and also unselfish to find playmakers in the game. That's 2 floor generals on the floor here, Nick, for Fargo Davies.
And that's not a bad thing.
Machenbaker goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He's got 17. Other end of the floor here for West Fargo, down by 9, 8 minutes to play. Top of the key, Grefsrud. Parker Nelson out the right wing. Is in the contest is Sharif. Lemke, left wing triple off the front iron. Follows a shot, get the ball right back. Another 3-pointer opportunity. That's good. Brett Lemke, second chance opportunities. And look out, if he can get in fuego, that could carry West Fargo. Lemke's got 10.
And if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Fargo Davies right now, left-hand side, Machenbaker. It's kind of like the clear out. Machenbaker will leave it left wing, and he'll rise, shoot, and score. Machenbaker with 19 points, and Fargo Davies offensively, you're seeing more what you'd maybe see in an NBA game, where you kind of do a clear out, allow one guy to kind of go to work, and that's what we've seen here for Fargo Davies in the last handful of possessions. Nelson, right wing triple. Oh, honey, that's good. Parker Nelson with the tray. He's got 12, his second made 3. The Packers are back within 5. 7 minutes to play here in regulation. Bounce pass, little flex play, goes to Claybo. Claybo spins inside the paint now to Brown. Brown for the triple. Yes, sir! What can Brown do for you? Raymond Brown now is 7. Other end, Carlson, right-handed layup, that's good. Nick Carlson in double figures, he's got 10. The Packers are back within 6. Oh, this has been fun, Nick, in the last 90 seconds, 2 minutes.
Yeah, these offenses are firing on all cylinders, and we aren't seeing many missed shots right now, so that's a good thing.
And we're going to have a foul here on the floor. We'll see who this is against. It's on West Fargo. That'll be their team's 5th. The foul coming here on the Packers and Grefsrud, his second team's 5th. So both teams with 5 team fouls right now. This one goes to the right-hand side for Fargo Davies. Shot fake on the way, a little curl hop down the paint. Unable to get that one. Limke jumps it, and then it goes into Sharif. Back to Limke, other end of the floor, and that's going to be blocked, but they're going to call it a goaltend. They're going to call it a goaltend. Nelson was there regardless. Mason Claybo tried to get the block. They're going to give the 2 points to Brenton Limke, who now in this second half has 10 points in the half, 12 in the game, and the Packers are back within 4. And this one just has the feeling of a late February, early March kind of intensity from the opening tap.
Especially with the way the fans are getting into it, as they're getting loud on both sides.
Fargo Davies in the front court right now. Machenbaker, right-hand side, as that's going to be in the hands of Barta. Barta gets cut off now to Brown. Brown takes a ball screen, takes a couple of dribbles by Limke, who gets fouled, and Limke is going to make Brown earn it at the free throw line.
That was a good move by Brown, getting into the lane and getting an open shot and drawing the foul.
Brown with 7 points. First free throw attempts for Raymond on this season. The 5'11 sophomore is averaging 10 a game. And see availability to make the three, so you got to respect that. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, that first step by Brown gets by defender. Brown makes the first. Second one upcoming here for Fargo Davies. Eagles in this second half shooting 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Now 7 of 8. They have made the most of them when they've been at the line here tonight. Parker Nelson in the front court. Leaves it right-hand side. Carlson will rise for the triple, and that swirls in. Nick Carlson with his second made three of the season. He's got 13, and don't look now, the Packers back within one possession. Claybo, left wing, little UCLA cut by Machenbaker. Nothing there. Frostley. This one goes to Barta. Barta down the paint, gets one to go. In the first half, no one could make anything. In the second half, everything is falling. Brent Limke in the front court, right-hand side to Nelson. Nelson with the jab step, leaves it to Grefsrud. Back to Carlson. Carlson with a couple of dribbles. Back to left-hand side to Grefsrud. Double team comes, whip around pass. Parker Nelson, right pocket, three! Rock it up! Parker Nelson, his third made three of the game. The Packers are back within 2.
Both teams are in fuego right now with their offense. Nobody's missing.
Nice UCLA cut there, 1-4 offense and a timeout by Bart Manson. Claybo with the assist. Machenbaker with the 2 points. You got Claybo with 21 and now Machenbaker with 21 apiece here for Fargo Davies. The Eagles lead it by 4 under 5 minutes to play here on your live event. Fargo Davies leads it by 4 over the West Fargo Packers here tonight on your live event in EDC boys basketball. Chase Miller alongside with Nick Napper with us here. Go to yourliveevent.com to check out our complete rundown of high school athletics throughout the Red River Valley for the rest of this winter season. 69-65. Well, West Fargo is down by 4 at the half. Since then, they got it down to, down by 5 at the half. Since then, they got it down to 4. This one, I think, are you buckled up, Nick? Are you buckled up for what we have remaining with the last 5 minutes of play?
Yeah, I got the full 6-point harness on. This is going to go down to the wire here, and it's just going to be an exciting finish.
Fargo Davies calls the timeout. They have 2 remaining. West Fargo has 4, and Davies almost gets the steal. We've seen off of timeouts kind of the chess moves where you might go to a different style of defense or you set up someone offensively. Looks like Fargo Davies right now, little man defense right now, trying to trap when they can. Check that little extended 2-3 zone. Carlson at the left baseline, skips it to Nelson, and the follow-up comes there on the Eagles. Machenbaker picks up his second in the team 6. So for the remainder of the game, both teams are in the 1-1. This one will be to the right of the baseline, and what that foul does gives West Fargo a fresh 30 on the shot clock as Limke will come on the inbounds here. As he does, gives it to Hagerly, now to Carlson. Left wing triple on the way! Nick Carlson with another 3 in the second half. He's got 16 points.
If you're Davies, you don't want that man to catch fire because when he gets hot, he gets hot. He is their leading scorer this season.
Other end of the floor now for West Fargo is going to be Parker Nelson. Nelson to Carlson. Carlson with the finger roll layup for 2. Carlson with 18 points. And West Fargo has regained the lead by 1. What a run here by the Packers. They want to trap right now. Van Dam to Claybo. Claybo, three-pointer is long. Hagerly gets the rebound. Ball gets tipped by Van Dam to Machenbaker. Oh, what a honey of a pass across the paint to Barta. He can't get that one to go, but it goes off a Limke for West Fargo. A little 5-0 run right now by West Fargo since the timeout. Packers continuing the man defense here. Claybo, top of the key. This one will go to Brown. Now to Van Dam. Carlson going to get called for the foul. Nick Carlson from about 30 feet from the hoop gets called for the foul. His second, team 7. And what this does is a 1-and-1. Evan Van Dam with 2 points and 3 rebounds tonight will shoot to make one to get one for the 6'6" senior forward. A chance to tie or even take the lead here for Fargo Davies. But you need the first to get the second. Van Dam does. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for Fargo Davies. With a win for the Eagles, trying to get to 4-1 on the season. A win for West Fargo, trying to remain unbeaten at 5-0. Van Dam goes 2 for 2 from the line, and Fargo Davies up by 1. Ball screen comes here for Lemke. Raymond Brown and Lemke, that's been a fun 1-2 combination here tonight, both on the offense and defensive side guarding each other. Grefser goes behind the back, top of the key, handoff now to Carlson. Carlson to Parker Nelson. Shot clock at the 10 mark. Nelson flips the pass inside Hagerly, back to Nelson. Nelson crossing over, looks inside for Hagerly on the slip, can't get there. Mason Claybo with the steal. Mason Claybo to Van Dam, who lost it, and look out! They're going to call a foul here on West Fargo, so Van Dam goes back to the free throw line. Grefster with his third, team's 8th, and Evan Van Dam goes back for the 1-and-1. Fast-paced action here at West Fargo. And Zepeda will check into the contest as Grefsrud will check out. Free throw attempts upcoming here for Van Dam again. Need one to get one. It would still be a one-possession game regardless here for the Eagles. Free throw attempt on the way is short. Rebound comes down to Hagerly. And West Fargo a chance to lead with a bucket here. Lemke takes a ball screen by Carlson, slips it now to Hagerly. Hagerly looks for Zepeda. Zepeda had a nice ball game so far for Coach Polcheski tonight. Lemke rips it through right to left, goes hard down the paint, flips on up, and a foul here on the back. Hagerly went up to grab one. Van Dam gets called for the foul, his second, team 7, so a 1-and-1 the other way now for Carson Hagerly, who's 2 of 4 from the stripe. The old adage of they're free, so you might as well make them. But West Fargo and Davies, 2 teams who have shot extremely well from the charity stripe here tonight. Hagerly a chance to tie or take the lead now for West Fargo. Misses, rebound goes to Barta. Fargo Davies with that one. We'll bring it up the floor. If there is another jump ball, possession would favor West Fargo. Brown rips it through left-hand side. Claybo to the baseline. Machenberger inside. Zepeda gets in front of Barta to get the steal, but Barta gets it right back. Now it goes to Brown. Brown spin move. Little shovel pass on the inside. What a find. Kaden Brathwaite with the 2 points.
Give Barta the credit for being a hard player right there. Had a turnover scene in front of him. He took it right back and was able to help get the offense back on the board.
Hagerly to Carlson. Carlson down the paint. Extra pass goes to Lemke. This to tie. Going to be off the mark. Rebound gets tapped around. Hagerly's going to be tied up for. They're going to say, yes, it is. Possession arrow will favor West Fargo here. 2:05 left to play in the second half. Let's see if Coach Polcheski decides to call a timeout or not. He's got the whiteboard out, but looks like they're going to allow him to play here as Lemke will inbound to the left of the baseline. Lemke gets it in to Parker Nelson at the top of the key. Dribble handoff now to Hagerly. Hagerly sees the lane clear out, swings it around the horn to Lemke. Trying to get a post touch to Carlson, nothing there. Lemke crosses over, drives, kick out Nelson, right baseline, three-pointer off the side of the backboard, and they're going to say it's tipped. There's going to be saying it's tipped off of Claybo with 13 seconds left here on the shot clock.
Yeah, Claybo was trying to get away with one, saying he didn't tip it, but yeah, he did tip it. Just trying to get the refs to agree with him.
And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Polcheski with 1:47 left to play here in the second half. It's Fargo Davies 73, West Fargo 70. We'll keep it here as West Fargo will have 3 timeouts remaining. What are you going to draw up here, Nick, if you're a head coach, Adam Polcheski? Where are you going?
Well, I mean, is what they've done here on inbounds passes. It's either go all the way out to the point or they find a nice little move to get it inside here. I'm going with the inside just to get an easy basket because they've had pretty good success at getting easy baskets on inbound passes.
To your point, you don't need a three-pointer yet with 1:47 left to play. Just need something to go on offensively, get rewarded maybe even at the free throw line. On the opposite side for Fargo Davies, we've seen off of timeouts, a trap, a zone where they change things up. So Adam Palczewski calls out the offense here. Carlson does have a little size advantage on the inside on Carson Barta. Carlson will get it on the inbound on the outlet. Nick rips it through, finds Hagerly. Hagerly looks back door with 6 seconds on the shot clock, gets the ball right back to 3 with 2, uses up that dribble, have to get one off. Carlson does, off the back tab, a long rebound will go out to Claybo, and now Claybo and Fargo Davies can milk a little clock here, up by 3. Claybo looking back door, finds a teammate, extra fine, nice pass, and the and one! Carson Barta gets the and one after a sweet pass by Braflat. Barta with 9 points and a chance to make it 10 at the line.
What a amazing play started by Klabo to Barta, or to Maschbacher. I mean, just phenomenal play there to get the score and the end one.
Claybo again continues, and Machenbaker continue to do a little bit of everything. The end one opportunity here coming up for Carson Barta when we come back here on your live event.
Basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common. They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
81 seconds left to play here on your live event. Fargo Davies trying to get up by 6. It'll still be a 2-possession game even with the made free throw by Barta. Right now, Fargo Davies in the second half, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. West Fargo, they are 7 of 9. And Fargo Davies, nice job on the clear out. New West Fargo had to try to get up on the passing lanes a little bit. So what do? Find that Princeton back cut. And then the helper came late, and Barta gets the end one opportunity now with 9 points, 4 made field goals on the night, a chance to get in double figures here for the Eagles. West Fargo has 2 timeouts remaining. Fargo Davies with 2 timeouts remaining. Davies in the double bonus from here on out. West Fargo in the 1-1. Barta at the line, trying to convert the 3-point opportunity, and does. Carson Barta now in double figures. Limke will handle it here. Fargo Davies goes to a little trap half court, and they get the steal. With it the other way is going to be Barta for the right-handed layup. Barta off the bench. Limke works with it the other end, and we're going to get a foul here as Limke gets fouled. The clock will stop with 68 seconds left to play here in the second half. The foul will come on Brown, his 3rd, team's 8th.
How about that steal by Barta? He is playing his tail off in this game. Definitely making his way for being, just being off the bench, just coming in clutch moments and helping his team.
Without question, playing some valuable minutes as Carlson will check out. Coming into the game will be Fode Sharif. Free throw attempt by Limke makes the first. This to get it down to a 2-possession game. Limke does with 14 points on the night. Full court press by West Fargo. Machenbaker will handle it. Bounce pass here. And getting one up the floor. It's a 3-on-1. Raymond Brown the other way. Left-handed layup. Good for 2. Raymond Brown having himself a phenomenal night for Fargo Davies. Parker Nelson, though, before he can blink, goes the other end of the floor. Lofts one up. That's going to be long. Machenbaker gets the rebound here for the Eagles. And Fargo Davies looking to milk some clock. Claybo in the front court right now. We'll see if a foul is given. And there it is. Fode Sharif will pick up his 2nd, team's 10th. At the free throw line here for Fargo Davies, they'll go with Mason Claybo. Claybo, 21 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. The freshman right now a chance to get this one up to double digits. And if he does, it's a 4-possession game. Claybo makes the first. Second one on the way here for Fargo Davies and Claybo. That one rattles out. Hagerly with the board, and West Fargo's got to go. Brett Limke in the front court here. Bounce pass right-hand side to Sharif. Sharif gets double team, goes right short corner to Nelson. Finds Hagerly, back to Nelson, to Sharif to the baseline. Triple on the way. That's off the mark. A rebound comes underneath. Zepeda tries to get the loose ball. Barda's there, and Barda with a chance to put this one away at the free throw line for Fargo Davies. Second half, and Nick mentioned it earlier, Carson Barda with some valuable minutes off the bench for head coach Bart Manson. He's 6'1" junior guard with 8 of his 12 points here in the second half. Just seemed to be around the rim, around loose balls. Now with the free throw has 13 points.
I mean, that's just a player Davies needs. They need another guy besides Klabo and Maschenbacher, just to kind of help those guys out, find somebody to basically collect their missed shots.
Barda gets 14 points. Claybo with 22, and then Machenbaker with 21 here for Fargo Davies. This one going right in front of us here as the ball will go out of bounds, and it'll be to West Fargo with 21.8 seconds to play here in the second half. Zepeda on the inbounds finds Limke open, left wing triple. That's good, and a timeout by Adam Polcheski. Limke with 17, his third main three. The Packers, just like they normally would, they would not go away, but down by 8 with 18.4 to play. They're going to need a quick steal, a bucket. The loose ball or the possession arrow does favor Fargo Davies, and for West Fargo, they can only stop the clock one more time with one timeout remaining. Still to come on our postgame show. Get to our final numbers in this one, a look ahead for both teams, and then we'll get you off to your holiday break. West Fargo and Fargo Davies. Girls game, West Fargo won 70-49. The boys game coming down to the wire, but we've seen some more plays, Nick, by Fargo Davies in their second half, and some unselfish plays as well when someone maybe had a good shot to get a better shot for a teammate.
Yeah, I mean, that's what works best in basketball is you got to find the open shot, and passing the ball is what's going to drive that, and they have been a very fantastic job of finding open lanes to cut, open lanes to pass to, and open places to pass to for open shots.
Fargo Davies will inbound here for the full court press. We'll see the Eagles go for the home run player. They just find a guard in the backcourt. They find Claybo. This one goes left-hand side. There's the foul. Limke gets called for the foul, his fourth, and will walk the other way as Henning Broflat will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Broflat so far tonight with 2 points, has yet to shoot a free throw here this evening. You're a West Fargo fan, you need at least one of these two to miss to still be a 3-possession game. Where Fargo Davies and Broflat makes both, it might ice the game away. Even just making one here might be too much to come by for West Fargo. Try to get 3 possessions in 15 seconds and hope the Eagles miss some free throws. Broflat misses the second. This one will come to Nelson, now to Hagerly. Hagerly in the front court, crossing over time. Not on the friend of West Fargo to Zepeda. Fargo Davies pretty much going hard on the inside. Carson Hagerly's shot gets blocked, and Fargo Davies in the backcourt, and that'll do it. Fargo Davies, after losing to Cheyenne on Friday night, comes to West Fargo and picks up the win. A final 84-75. Davies picks up the W. Our post-game show is coming up next as Fargo Davies improves to 4-1 on the season. West Fargo drops to 4-1. The third-rated Eagles get the win at number 2 West Fargo tonight here on your live event.
I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I'll look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton. Or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
My career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Come back here on a postgame show. Fargo Davies wins it by a final of 84-75 over the West Fargo Packers. Fargo Davies improves again to 4-1 on the season. West Fargo drops to 4-1 on the year. Let's take a look at some of the final numbers in this one. For Fargo Davies, 15 of 20 shooting from the free throw line. They would finish with 5 made three-pointers and 8 players in the scoring column here for Fargo Davies. In comparison, for the West Fargo Packers, 13 of 19 from the stripe with 9 made three-pointers and 7 players in the scoring column. Individual numbers for Fargo Davies, led by the 22 of Mason Clable, who goes 3 of 4 from the line. Ian Machenbaker with 21 points, also 3 of 4 from the line. 14 points by Carson Barta, and 11 points by Raymond Brown, 9 of those in the second half. 6 points by York. You also had 4 points by Evan Van Dam, 3 points by Frosley, and 3 points by Braflat here for Fargo Davies, led by the 22 of Clabo. His season average is 23 points, and the 21 of Ian Machenbaker as well. On the opposite side for the West Fargo Packers, 4 players in double figures. Nick Carlson, a phenomenal night, 18 points. At 3, make that 2 made three-pointers as well. 17 by Brent Limke, who came up in the second half with 15 of his 17 points. 15 points by Parker Nelson, 10 points by Carson Hagerly, 7 then by Caden Zepeda, 6 by Jaden Grefsrud, and 2 points by Fode Sharif here for the West Fargo Packers. Again, West Fargo led by the 18 points of Carlson and the 17 points of Brent Limke. Up next for West Fargo, a date with Grand Forks Central and at home on December the 30th. For Fargo Davies, their next game will be at home against Devils Lake on January the 4th. Earlier tonight, the Fargo Davies Eagles and the West Fargo Packers. Fargo Davies came up short against West Fargo in that one as the final West Fargo 70-49 over Fargo Davies. On behalf of Nick, I'm Chase. Thank you very much for tuning into high school athletics here tonight on Your Live Event. Have a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. Go to yourliveevent.com to check out the complete rundown. West Fargo wins in the girls' game. Davies comes back and wins in the boys' game here tonight on Your Live Event.
Bye.